Hello? Ah, there we go. So what about now? Hmm, it's quiet. Hmm. Testing? Testing again. How about now? How about now? Ah, that's much better. Okay. Now let's make it a bit quieter. That's much better. Okay. Perfect. Alrighty. So, for anybody who's watching this stuff and is wondering what exactly I'm going to be doing, um, it's a project here called Covey. Uh, it's basically meant to fill a bit of a gap. Uh, heard of stuff of maybe, I'm blanking out on the name now. Whatever, that's not the point. The point is, I basically it's meant to be like a server management platform where we can, for like Raspberry Pi scale things, kind of meant to look nice, easy to use, and holding on the V4 on the V0.5 0.05 version, and I've been trying to finish this up, so I figured that streaming might actually help me get a bit further along the line, get a bit further down that line, figure out exactly what needs to happen, and you know make it work. So for anybody who's wondering, you can this project's available on GitHub. I'll put a link in the description later in the comments. Hold on. Um, and yeah, now I'm basically just gonna get to some coding. So what I've recently did is basically a plugin. We're using plugins. We have this part where we can do tasks. Unfortunately, I can't really show much right now because, well, reasons. It's not so practical for me at the moment. There's just various portions that are. Um, it's my first time, not my first time streaming, but my first time really doing this sort of format. So till I kind of figure out exactly what works for me and how to do it. So right now I'm just showing this till I figure out a slightly better way to show other parts of my screen, and maybe I get a little something for keyboard shortcuts, or at least figure out a normal method for keyboard shortcuts. I'm a bit too lazy for that. This took me like 10 minutes less. I was dealing with a few issues. But regardless, I digress. Let's see. So right now I have this portion that this page here that basically a plugin you load whichever plugins there are, the inputs for it, the gets a task, the inputs for it are get loaded. I'm actually going to show this code running hopefully soon, although there's significant portions of code that haven't at all been tested. So let's see what happens. Um, All right. Um, let's go ahead and, oh boy. Oops. Oh, that's a new feature. Seems like Goland realized that people kept writing API.go or something.go whenever it was creating a Go file, and what would used to happen at least was API.go would make API.go.go. Doesn't do that anymore, which is really nice. Um, also, something is very wrong with my laptop, and so I am experiencing a certain amount of input lag. But all right, let's get to it. So, first thing I need to do is I can barely remember how to write this portion, fortunately, because it has been a few months. Right, it was an I root group, and then we just had, okay, so, oh boy. Was, ooh, okay. Okay, now what this is going to do is this is going to load, this is going to retrieve the plugin from here. As you see here, there's this get fetch command piece, but that stuff isn't going to be implemented till a bit later. I wanted to implement it now, but there's a non-trivial amount of effort that's involved in what I want to do. I'll probably explain that later when I get to that stage, but and there's actually a lot of code that needs to be changed. I don't even know if we'll get to a running piece today. But okay, so actually I don't have the actual plugin loading code. I don't have it run when it's launched. Actually, funnily enough, I haven't tested any of the plugin code, and it is an entire module with I think less than 1,000 lines of code. Actually, it's based off of Yagi, the Go interpreter. It was the only real practical way I wanted to create a really easy system of plugins. So I fell upon Yagi and I was like, oh, this is perfect. And then Trafic happened to, which are same team who made Yagi, they basically use that for the plugins. So I took a bit of inspiration from the way they implemented it, which if I ever have to do some bug fixing over there, I'll maybe I'll walk you through it. Um, all right, let's see. So, host, uh, get, oh crap, there's a few things that need to happen actually before I do any of this. Before we do that, we need to go over here and correctly load up the plugins now that they work. Where is it? In new. Okay, so basically, originally I just kind of cheated because it didn't really matter. But now that I'm able to correctly load up the plugins, I would like to do this properly. There's also a bit of code refactoring that has to happen with the whole plugin thing, but first I need to make this work. While I wait for my input not to lag. Oh, this is so annoying. Um, mm, So I actually basically ended up writing a plugin module that basically does what I need it to do. Get plugins. And because it's been a few weeks and due to my consistent procrastination, I've failed to do this effectively. So now I've finally decided that streaming would probably be the best way to do this well. In theory, right now I could actually just test this and make sure it works. I think that's what we're going to do. Although, first, I need to load in, the code. Yes, this project is a bit poorly organized, I will admit. Let's go ahead, initialize plugin.init. Whoops. If error equals error equal nil. I've been a bit lazy with some of the logging stuff because I'm not really at a point where I need something to be more, like I need more effective logging. I'm kind of just living in the barely in the barely beta stage. Like this is going to be an alpha, this release, once I basically get most of the once I get that that stuff worked out. So all right, let's see what happens. I think it's going to fail to build. But let's see. It should fail to build. That's interesting. Oh, okay, that's why. Right now it's building the agent, which is another piece of code, which is basically the agent runs individually on each system. The reason why I went with an agent is because without having an agent, you have to include a bunch of logic that basically determines exactly how you have to include a bunch of logic for actually running the job itself, whatever task you want to run on the on the I guess on the slave or on the I don't know what's the word for it, client maybe. Whatever code you want to run is there's you have to include a whole bunch of extra logic to handle logging in and running the code and making sure it finished, etc. And just having an agent offloads all of that to the actual running system and also takes care of the synchronization of tasks for you. Oh boy, I'm actually still building the plugins. Oops. Oopsie. uh, where is that code? Oh, really? I don't remember that. Yeah, we're gonna have to. There's a few things that kind of went wrong here. Let's do here. Plugin host. Actually, what we're going to do here is we're going to write a little function here to abstract that portion of logic away because it's actually really annoying. And I don't like dealing with it. So instead what we're going to do is basically we're just going to have it return the right kind of plugin. Write a minor abstraction here. Func get task plugin name string. Basically, one of the cool things about my library, or one of the real challenges was that I really grappled with because I realized this would be a big issue if I didn't solve it right away, was how to do multiple plugins, how to have, sorry, multiple plugin types. And so I spent a lot of time, and unfortunately, until Go generics are merged, I guess, I can't effectively do it. I can't handle certain parts of having multiple plugins easily. So I'm kind of skirting around that problem by basically how do you say it? I'm basically completely skirting around that issue by just uh, I'm blanking out. I'm basically just completely skirting that issue by having the person match the plugin to the type to the interface. The problem is that then you can run into a problem into an issue where the implementation doesn't match. And so what I'm doing to avoid that is when the plugin is loaded, it's matched against. I use reflection to match the type, and I have no idea if it works. Literally, I have not tested a single piece of the plugin code, um, which is a problem. P equals host.get plugin. I actually haven't checked for errors, because errors are things that happen. If error equal nil. Yeah, I even forgot the returns here. Task. Yes, you're brilliant. Turn nil. Error. If you notice this little portion over here, you're wondering what this is about, why it's like that. Basically, we have to initialize an empty interface in order to do type checking, apparently. I haven't really tested this extensively, but when I was writing this, it was half on a plane, and didn't really have the time to extensively check whether it actually worked out or not. So I'm kind of like hoping for the best. But do you think it'll work? I'm going to assume, at least in this abstraction, that we know that the plugin is a valid type. Once I have generics, that won't really be an issue anymore, because then we can just attempt to compare it. If it doesn't work, throw an error. But until I have generics, I can't really turn P. No, admittedly, there is, I suppose, the oh, that's funny. There is, I suppose, the slight disadvantage of if you're using generics, because then you can't really load any of the plugin information, but I deliberately designed it not set it up so that it wouldn't do that. I am working to flesh out the plugin metadata interface a bit, but it's not that important to me. I intend to get to it, but basically most of this plugin extension is kind of being developed as I need it. So yeah, it's slowly but surely. Okay. I need to modify this. I'm using this project called Run, which is actually something I'm really quite a fan of. It's really nice. We need to not include the plugins here. Where's Run? Where's the build option? Here. Right, just not include this plugins bit. Okay. It's kind of like Makefile, but a bit cheesier. I may switch to Makefile eventually, but for it, I'm using this because, I don't know, I liked it. Okay, now we need to go ahead and run Covey with plugins dir. Actually, don't care what the plugins directory is. I do care, though, about the plugins cache directory. Now, basically the way plugins work is they're just modules that are unzipped. Yep, that's outdated. Local, and they have a bit of information with them that explains exactly. They carry a bit of metadata with them that explains what they are, but that's basically it. There's not much to it, and that's deliberate. If it did start providing a bunch of information, you have a refractor. So this, the reason why I kind of have to do that is because I don't think, I don't exactly like the recursivity function that handles the function that handles reading the plugins is a bit finicky. I'm not trying to push it at this moment. Oh shit, that was my disk. And I don't want to tempt fate. We're literally this is going to be the first time I'm ever testing any of that code. If it works, and basically the way I'll know at least if part 1 worked is if I can see. I want to just delete this. Yes, there's nothing inside of it, you dick. Alright. I want to see if the task information, if it attempts to load it. If it does, we're well, halfway there. Okay. No errors. Okay, so let's add hold on. Right. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. The web interface is based off of it is using Core UI because it's lightweight and it doesn't have all this extra craft to come with it. Okay, moment of truth. It works. Holy shit. It actually works. But let's like confirm that that the other parts I expected of it work as well. That is so freaking encouraging. Alright, but this is only the first step. We haven't actually gotten to code execution yet. Remove attribute is not a function. Oh. Stupid JavaScript. You know that? Stupid effing JavaScript. Don't really care about that now. That's actually the least of my worries. Okay. That is so encouraging. Holy crap. That is... Oh! Oh boy, that means there is so much code that goes into showing that one single bit. That is a very, very encouraging start. Holy crap. Oh, that is amazing. I actually think there's more problems in my protocol of the plugin protocol than there is. Wow. Holy crap, that is the first time I tested that code and Woohoo! Oh, shit. Mm. Hmm. Uh-huh. Okay, that's a problem. My desk. Uh, just broke. To say that's bad would be an understatement. That's bad. That's very bad. Don't know how I'm gonna fix that exactly. Okay. Alright, alright. Uh, alright. Um, this, however, wait, what? Is it supposed to be able to do that? I feel like I fucked something up here. Yeah, I definitely did. Because that should not work. Huh. Phew, I would have been legitimately worried if that worked like it was supposed to. Um, but seriously? What do you mean unknown source? What the fuck? I mean, I know where the bug is. That's really weird though. Hmm. Okay. This is somewhat underwhelming. Only somewhat, because I mean the plugin loading did work, partially at least. There's clearly a bug here. Um, what version is this? CE5. Let's just check Go mod. Oh, we're on the wrong version anyways. Whoopsie. So to fix that, I just do this. Do Go mod tidy. Maybe that'll include the right bug fix. Although, okay, let's try this again. If this works correctly, the plugin actually shouldn't load. Let's see. Hmm. Oh, I forgot to check that it wasn't select none. That's funny. It's also bad though. Because this doesn't fulfill the plugin type. Because as you can see, where is it here? Here. See, it's supposed to determine that it fulfills the interface. Where's the code for that? I think it's, no, is it here? Where's the validation code? Here's the init code that loads up the that loads up the whole plugin. But if I go over here, validate plugin. So what it does is it gets the it reflects the plugin type. It reflects the type of the plugin. And then, first of all, it determines that the plugin type that it implements is a valid type. Then it determines that it actually implements said type. But clearly, that doesn't work so well. Which is irritating. Unfortunately, I can't even fix it right now. I mean, I can fix it, but I can't commit it because I've been using a YubiKey for PGP. And that's sort of mucked things up. Unfortunately, though, until I have generics, there's no real way to do this. Reflect. Let's see, maybe I just wrote something wrong. Otherwise I have a legitimate problem. Right, so we have the type. Oh, do I need to grab the reflection of that type? I think I do that already, though. Don't I? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I do. I do extract that information. Hmm. Although it's likely... It might be this portion right over here, because I'm not doing that, I don't think. Though I didn't think I would need to, because it's already an implemented type, right? That's the thing. Unless that code just isn't, if for some reason gets skipped. Load plugins, it runs through each plugin, goes, loads the plugin, right? Returns a plugin, which means they must validate on the plugin. Ooh. That's weird. Wait, what? I'm returning a pointer, yeah? So why... Oh. Do I need it to be a pointer, though? I don't. Don't think it has to be a pointer. Well, I think I wanted it to be a pointer because it was more convenient. for error returning. Sometimes I wish nil could just be like that would make a good generic, except it wouldn't. I could just control F every nil here and then let it return a copy. But again, I can't really change the code here and test it. The good thing is it half works. The bad thing is the validation doesn't. The problem is I don't know why the validation doesn't. Because this reflection should work. Let's prototype this. Let's try this out. Let's make a scratch here. Let's go into test. Let's make a new one. That's an interesting story behind that. Solve this. I had to generate some keys. Interesting story. Let's call this. What are we gonna call you? Test. Test 2. All right. All right. So we are going to do. So we are going to create a interface. Type test interface. And now with this interface type, it's just going to include something basic. Hello. Okay. Type test struct. I'm going to have to figure out what is up with my input lag because it is making it very hard to code. Yeah, this is just going to be that. And then we're going to func t. I mucked it up, but I'm not actually sure. Hello. Except hello is going to take an input here. String. Ferment dot println t. Yes, of course. I don't know why this thing has like that question. Func compare. This is going to be an implementation of type of t interface AMB interface. Okay. A type reflect type of a lm Oh god. I'm yawning, and this is annoying. Alright. Now B type reflect. Oh. Type of B. Now, what should happen according to the docs is that we can go implement print line B type implements a type, and it should work like a charm. Although, interestingly, it does want a pointer. Alright, now let's just write this code. Func main. Oh boy. Actually, let's just quit this while we're at it. Not man. Main. Alright, let's just do this. Yes, obviously. Compare. Let's start with like the basic. Star. Test. Nil. Star. Test struct. Nil. Alright. Run. False. Correct. So, the next question is, what did I do wrong? So first, we get a plugin, right? We get a, we're going to want, actually no. Alright, so we should be getting back a pointer to a plugin. At least I believe we should. When we pass this along, this item, this plugin, I believe is a pointer. It's just an interface. When we load it up, do we retrieve a pointer to an interface? No, we don't. Which begs the question. Alright. T equals test struct. Whoops. Okay. T. Try that again. False. Huh. So how does it return true unless validate plugin? I'm writing something wrong. I think my validate plugin. If it's false, so how is it? Hmm. Let's see in my plugin loading code. Load plugins. Um, eh? It is returning, which should be an error. Okay, then there's more to this than meets the eye. Test string. Test. And just to verify, t dot hello test. Whoops. So this should write test twice, I believe, with a space in between. Yeah. That's correct. What does that mean, invalid indirect? I just want to generate a pointer to a struct instead of a regular struct. Why is that a problem? Oh. Does that have anything to do with it? What does that mean? I do not ever remember seeing that error. Also, Golan does have that this weird bug. There we go. But if I take this bit away, what? Oh. Okay. This should return true. It does. Okay, so unless I'm curious if that might have something to do with it. Let's see. This should halt if there's an error, if any of the plugins are buggy. Yet it doesn't. What happens if the plugin is actually supposed to return true? Will it fail then? Let's just quickly check this. Keeps looking for favicon. Okay. Bad? Okay. That's definitely a bug. Not sure where, though. Why did I care about the plugin hash? I don't remember. Oh, I think I write the hash now. Mm-hmm. Then we initialize the plugin, creates a new interpreter. Imports the plugin, and then returns the plugin bit. I have no clue where this went wrong. I'm legitimately confused. Huh. That's a bit of a bummer. Though, in the meantime, we're going to keep this invalid. Unless, hold on. Let's try something. I wonder if Yagi is like optimizing it somehow. Okay, so now it can't ignore that input. I'm curious if like Yagi does do some sort of magic optimization. That would be cool, no? Would be a bit of a undocumented behavior. Okay then. Time to go for a deeper set of testing. This is going to be a bit more exhausting to write, but okay. Test struct is going to be written in Yagi. Here. Func plugin. It's going to return. You know what? There's going to be two versions of this. We'll start like this. So let's actually just pretty much copy this code over here because it's 50% that. Turn V. You don't care about the go path. Not necessary for this. With empty options. There we go. Now let's write a whole shitter bopper. Basically just goes, we're gonna actually extract the test struct. Type test struct. Oh wait, right, func, uh, struct, hello, p, string, dot, print, line, t, gotta import from it here. I like that Go has these fancy quotes that you can use to do more fancy things that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. Okay, now okay. Let's see if this works. Yeah, that's a lot more to compile because it has to include the entire standard library. It bugged. On the flip side, it appears to have worked. Let's just confirm. False. Now, I take away this portion. I take this back. Interesting. Hold on. Now this is interesting. It's still false. Huh. Or sorry, at T. Oh god, I feel stupid right now. Still false. think I may have missed something in the Yagi documentation. Because I did something wrong. Huh. Let's see. Interesting that it doesn't have support of types implementing multiple interfaces. I wonder if I have to generate symbols for that interface for it to be imported somehow and then used. Oh, I think that's what I forgot. Okay. Hold on. Um, hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. I think I know what else I was doing wrong. Let's make those exported. Let's try again. No. Hmm. I feel like there's an error here that I just casually ignored. error. If error doesn't equal nil, simple panic error. Sanity check. If it's not sane, we go insane. Nil. Undefined. Oh, God. Fuck it. Seriously? I'm honestly a little pissed. Okay, so it did panic. Hold on. Actually, let's, instead of doing panic, it's a bit hard to tell when it's a bug, log fatal error. Print line. Let's do that. Well, why are you here? I don't want you. Huh? Yet no error. Oh. I'm such a dickhead. Because it's not already declared as a variable. Need to declare it ourselves. Var test equals test struct shebang. Although that is concerning that fails. I suppose there are other ways of dealing with that problem. Still false, which is concerning. Yet it's not. Because I believe I could do this. Can I? Alright, I'm sorry I bothered. It's missing the method. which is weird because it shouldn't be. Hmm. Hmm. That's very odd. Um. Hmm. That is really weird. Okay. Um. I'm gonna be right back. Just gotta get some water and a bit of food. Be about 5 minutes, maybe 10. Um. Yeah. Taking a bit of a break. See you soon. Alrighty, I'm back, and we're back with the bug, an interesting bug. Actually, it's two bugs. First of all, because I'm 99% sure that my implementation of the plugin validation was flawed, which also means that there is an additional bug that is loading the plugins despite the validation being incorrect. Damn it. My, shit. My desk is broken, which is making things inconvenient. Huh. Okay, I don't really care. Shit. Damn it. Fortunately, my desk was installed poorly, and the slide out portion was installed somewhat incorrectly, resulting in it being somewhat maligned, and hence attempting to use it, and after some arbitrary period of time, it simply popped out. So, yeah, very annoying. But anyways, I'm going to try to solve this problem. So, let's try to fix a bug. Figure out what I did wrong. Better yet, this is annoying, to say the least. I'm legitimately stumped. Like, I don't know what to do. And that's a problem. Right, it's returning an interface, which it's supposed to, and there's no bugs here, so it's not failing on something else. Sorry. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I wonder, maybe if we expose it. I don't know. I'm kind of starting to get desperate here. Figure out what I'm missing. And then attempt to reapply that same winning formula onto this problem. So it's correctly showing that it's a struct. That's the good thing. That we know what we're getting. The question is why this method just isn't applying itself to it. That's what I'm missing. Let's see, can we open up a shell here? Yeah. We're going to try. Export test2.go. You know, if I do this, does it work? Because that's basically the same thing. Like if just declaring that interface to make it available, does it help? Somehow. Oh. Oh? Test S. Let's do it like that. To avoid that problem. Go. What happens if I force it to implement that? guaranteeing that it implements said interface. See, that's the weird thing. It's working. I mean, the Yagi is working. The question is, for some reason, this implicit fact the implicity of the see, I write another test over here. Try to include this portion, add the interface, force implement it, and it recognizes exactly what it is, this struct, that implements the interface test, or at least it should, don't fly. And that's weird as hell. And it has me really, really confused. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Is that maybe a bug in Yagi? I wonder. 9.3. Let's just make sure I've got the right versions here. Oh. Go mod tidy. Maybe it's just a bug in an older version that I missed. Oh. Yeah, that's another thing. It's now it's Yagi by Containus. That needs to be mentioned. Come on, man, you can do it. Let's try to fix my go mod tidy. No, fuck. It doesn't actually. I'll be so pissed if that's actually the case. Did they not move the namespace? Like, actually? Oops. Hold on. Huh. Okay, that's weird. Never mind. Why did they do that? If they're not even updating it there. That is such weird shit. That is so weird. That is weird as hell. Also annoying as hell, too. Interesting. That's really weird. Where am I importing it? Oh, here. Fucking hell. Never remember these commands. Go mod download. Okay. Now that that is taken care of, let's try this again. Maybe I'll just get lucky and that was a bug. Yet, for some reason, I'm not exactly inclined to believe that's indeed the case. Let's just see, though. Go test2.go. Yep, same bug. So what am I doing wrong is the question that's begged. And, it's a good fucking question. What am I doing wrong? I'm not sure. I'm really not. There's something I'm missing that simply doesn't add up. And I'm not exactly sure what it is. So, there's a few options. The first one is that the symbols are missing. Arguably, that is the most sensible. That the symbols are simply incorrect. And, hence, that for some reason it's unable to match the symbols correctly. Now, the thing is, I don't know. Because it seems for some reason that despite declaring the function for that object, for that item, see right over here, not only do we declare in the struct that it implements this specifically, we kind of make it explicit, if you will, we do very clearly implement it. Which is making me wonder what I'm missing. So actually, what I'm going to try, just to play this safe here, we're going to run this in the Go playground. Let's see. Hopefully, run. It seems to have taken too long downloading the packages, which is a bit odd. Seriously? Timeout running go build? I seriously can't even, like, test this easily. Okay, why can't I test it easily? Quite simply, Golang is a bit of a dick when it comes to scratches. It runs it in, like, a context. It's weird as shit, man. What I... Scratch. Let's just do that. I think that might work a bit better. It builds it, and then... What? Let's just delete that Go mod. I don't really mind reinitializing it. It's somewhat useless to me. Go get these two. Seriously? Why can't you just import the module, though? And yet here we are. Same bug. And I've got no clue what the I'm missing. I'm freaking stumped. I've got no clue. Let's see here if there's like a better Go playground. Better Go. I'm like really hoping there's something I'm just like missing. I wonder if there's like an alternative for that for I gotta stop using this thing. It's so annoying and like feels very useless, to be entirely honest. Oops. Run. Seriously? It's using the same thing? Let's try this WebAssembly builder. That seems cool. And instead, it promptly fails to download the package. That is a problem. Let's try this alternative. This Go Play Space. The fuck, bro? That is really annoying. Okay, let's just open this repository and see perhaps maybe I'm just missing something. Maybe there is actually an issue for this. Assembly files interfaces to be used from precompiled code cannot be added dynamically. Right. But I'm not doing that. You know what? I would like to see something. Let's see. Func main. It's basically just going to be the content of these two functions. It's all... And just for the hell of it, I dot eval test. Let's see if that works like that. Otherwise, we'll just see? Huh? So something is happening when it's getting exported. I don't even need this anymore. Or actually, you know what? Let's just do it like this. And for added effect, inside just for clarity's sake. I have this little punching bag. And I'm freaking stumped. What the hell? That makes no sense. What the hell? Hey Google, set the temperature on the 4th floor to 73 degrees. Perfect. Starting to get a bit hot in here. I'm just curious. Dot test. What happens if we just force it to match temporarily? I wonder if maybe there's something wrong with the way we're passing it. Nope. It is simply not making its way out. Which is... What the fuck? What the hell, man? Representation of types by reflect and printing values using T may give different results between compiled mode and interpreted mode. I wonder if that has something to do with it. But that feels not like that is a feature killer, man. How am I supposed to guarantee compatibility? See, when I looked through Traffic's code for the plugin system, this entire piece of code for ensuring that it matches wasn't present because they would just check for a function. The function, they just needed a single function. The function is missing, everything else is fine. The problem is, for me, if the function is missing, I'm fucked. See, for me, I need to check for an entire type. So the question is if there's another way to do that effectively. Actually, that gives me an idea. Let's see. Let's try something. Func gen turn test. We'll just return test S. Okay. Let's try something. I don't know that this is going to work. It's possible that the signatures may be different. And I'm too lazy to start going on an adventure to generate paths for this. Actually, no, I'm going to try it anyways. But first, let's go ahead and see if this method works. What's exactly the example they give? This, pass it, turn it into that. Okay. Gen v dot interface func test. Oh shit. If not okay, return nil. Return nil. Element dot error f. Oops. Come on. You can do this. Oh yeah. There we go. Gen. That is an interesting idea. I'm curious if that will work. Okay. Okay, so it's possible that the signature doesn't match because... Right, so let's try... Oops. What the fuck? Oh. Extract. Main. Okay. And then we're just gonna, tune it, if you will. Just do test2.go. We can't. Okay, so when is main redeclared? Oh, I get it. Okay. Not a problem. Or actually, well, yeah, that works. Well, it might not seem to make a difference, a guy or guys you say, but a Jew just can't be fully Jewish unless he's got a Hebrew name. Alright, come on. Reload. Hello. Okay. Wait, seriously? Nice. Main. Okay. Now, if we go here, I.use. Well, it might not seem to make a difference. Oh, boy. Oh, hiya, Remy. How'd you find this? Type in the chat and tell me all about it. Oh! Manu showed up. That's special. Okay. Right. Let's import that. Now, if this works correctly... Eh? That seems to be a critical oversight. Buggy piece of code. Map string reflect dot value. Oh. Huh? Interface? Yeah, I guess that works. Mm-hmm. Uh... Ah. There we go. Fixed. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Mm-hmm. What do you mean it's undefined? Main. The fuck? Hmm? How is this not getting it? What is this missing? Whoa. Now I feel special. Hi, Manu. Oh. Of course. I didn't realize it did that, but right. Of course it does, because I linked it to my YouTube. I'm so silly. Huh. Forgot about that. I did notice that it mentioned, oh, streamer mode is enabled. I'm not entirely sure what it does. I guess it like just mutes notifications or something. Hi, Manu. I'm coding. Um, fuck. Stupid disk is like shit. Um, why? Nope. Oh, God, I feel stupid. I'm gonna have to adjust all of that. Um, okay. Now, also, main. This should work. Okay. Off to a good start. Shit. Where? No, that's definitely not it. I think it's in here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. Please, Manu, do not flag this. Although I do love how you're watching. I think I'll come on chat soon. I'm gonna finish after this. It's driving me crazy, damn it. Alright, I need to sleep on this problem. I'm gonna be done for now. Bye-bye.